Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening everyone. So today we are going to present about one of the Islamic scholars who has contributed a lot in the development of Islamic thought and civilization in Islamic world, which is Sheikh Mohammed Ramadan Al-Bouti. This video was prepared by Group 7, consists of Asrin, Irsal Hakimah, Nur Syahira, Nur Sainim, Nur Syahida, Nur Aida Karani, Nur Indah Syazwani, Siti Mazatul Surya and Cik Nur Syafiqah Adilina. So this is one of the lectures by Sheikh Mohammed Ramadan Al-Bouti, and the topic of this lecture is the key to happiness. And one of his words in this lecture is, when you are with Allah, Allah is with you.
وتعالى فأنت عندما تكون مع الله يكون الله معك.
My name is Nur Syahira binti Rahman. My matric number 1192244. So let's start with the background of Sheikh Mohammed Ramadan Al-Bouti. His full name is Mohammed Ramadan Al-Bouti. He was born in 1929 Masihi at a small Turkish village. Al-Bouti was born when the Ottoman Empire had just lost their Khalifah rule in Turkey. Due to the new system by the regime of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who practiced the policy of deep secularism in his government, Al-Bouti's father decided to migrate to live in the city of Damascus, Syria when he was 4 years old. He was married at 18 years old and was blessed with 7 children. He was killed on 21st March 2013 while giving a religious lesson to students at Al-Iman Mosque in the central Mazra district of Damascus, Syria. Next, education background. As early as the age of 6, Al-Bouti began to study and memorize the Quran. He was enrolled to a special primary school, which is Madrasah Ibtidaiyah Ahliyah Khasah. He was learned 3 aspects, which are religious knowledge, basic Arabic knowledge and mathematical knowledge in there. Al-Bouti got a lesson about Akidah and ilmu alat such as Nahu and Saraf from his father. His father also taught Balaghah, logic, poetry, fiqh and asking him to memorize some works of past scholars. He continued his studies at a madrasah located in Al-Midan and studied with Sheikh Hassan Habbanaka Al-Midani. At first, he studied Arabic language and mathematics. Then, at 11 years old, he studied the Quran and the biography of Prophet Muhammad with his teacher at the Jami' Manja Mosque in Al-Midan. When the mosque was turned into the Institute of Islamic Orientation Studies, he studied Tafsir Quran, Science, Rhetoric and Usul Fiqh until 1953. He went to Egypt to pursue his undergraduate studies in 1954 at Al-Azhar University. In 1956, Al-Bouti had successfully obtained his first degree in Sharia and diploma in education. After he returned to Damascus, he began his career as a religious teacher. At the end of 1960, Al-Bouti was accepted as a lecturer at Dimashq University and continued his study for the PhD level in the field of Usul Fiqh and completed it in 1965.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irsal Hakimah binti Rosli. My number matric is 1192229. I will continue. The personality of Sheikh Mohammed Ramadan Al-Bouti. Firstly, he having brilliant and thoughtful ideas. Most of his ideas will refer to Al-Quran, Hadith and opinion of leading classical authorities. Secondly, diligently of seeking the knowledge. He learned religious knowledge, basic Arabic and mathematical knowledge at the age of 6. Thirdly, he have a strong memory. Al-Quran was memorized at the age of 6. And all Al-Quran memorization was successfully complete in 6 months only. Next, a scientist who maintains the manhaj of knowledge. Before starting a particular debate in the field of knowledge, most of his works and writing discuss methodologies. Fifth, a very influential scholar and community leader in Syria. in particular in political matters such as close relation with the Syrian government.
My name is Nur Aida Khairani binti Shamsuddin. My matric number is 1192809. Next, move to the life history. In 1952, he published his first article in form of the mirror in the magazine Al-Tamaddun Al-Islami, The Islamic Urbanization. In 1953, he graduated from the Institute of Islamic Guidance after spending 6 years under the guidance of Sheikh Hassan Habanaka. In 1958, between 1961, he began teaching career at a high school in Homs. In 1916, he appointed a lecturer at the Faculty of Sharia at the University of Damascus.
My name is Siti Maizatul Surabiti Zulkifli, matric number 1192816. Next, in 1965, Muhammad Said Ramadan Al-Bouti received PhD in Sharia, Professor of Comparative Law, and works as a lecturer in Islamic Grade Aqidah and Biography of Muhammad Sirah. Meanwhile, in 1975, he appointed Deputy Dean of the faculty. In 1977, he appointed Head of Department Al-Aqidah wal Al-Adyan Religion Students, and in 1991, he gave a speech at the Europe Parliament in Strasbourg, participated as a councillor in several meetings, and also a member of the Al-Bouti Foundation for Islamic Thought. Lastly, in 2008, he appointed preachers of the Umayyad Mosque in Damascus.
Hi, I am Astrin binti Asmawi, matrix number 1192215. These contributions of Muhammad Said Al-Bouti was researched by me and another 2 teammates. What we found, this Muslim scholar Sheikh Said Ramadan Al-Bouti, he was an active Muslim scholar in jihad and preaching. He have a lot of contribution for the rest of his life. Also, he truly focused and interest in the field of the belief and philosophy thinking. Moreover, Sheikh Said Muhammad Al-Bouti also offers some thought ideas for the purpose of redevelopment of Islamic civilization, as well as he is interested to debates on the topic of civilization.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Indah Shazwani binti Ahmad Firdaus. My matric number is 1192813. Okay, for the next contributions, Muhammad Sheikh Ramadan Al-Bouti invited to join a number of committee members of international academic bodies like Royal Society of the Islamic Civilization Researchers in Amman and High Council of Oxford Academy in England. He also entrusted to be a professor in a course fiqh of comparative sects and also in course Aqidah. He also entrusted as the head of the Department of Faith and Religion at University of Damascus. Lastly, he authored almost 70 books of Islamic knowledge in the fields of Sharia, faith, mythism, history, da'wah and Islamic studies, and was named an encyclopedic reformer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Cik Nurul Syafiqah Adlina binti Cik Maksidi. My matric number is 1192817. The next contributions are among Al-Bouti's books in the field of faith and philosophy are listed as follows. Firstly, Al-Mazhab At-Tawhidiyah wa Al-Falsafah Al-Mu'asirah. Secondly, Al-Islam wa Al-As Tahdiyat wa Afat. Thirdly, Naqdi Awham Al-Madiyah Al-Jidaliyah. Fourth, المذهب الاقتصادي بين الشيوعية والإسلام. 5. التغير مفهومه والطريقة. 6. البداية بكرة أعمال الفكرية. Okay, next. With the nature of authority and conviction, Muhammad Sheikh Ramadan Al-Bouti can influence the whole world about Islam. Last but not least, Sheikh thoughts are always used as a reference as well as a study that can strengthen the Sunnah's beliefs before something spread to others.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shahida binti Supardin and my metric number is 1192801. There are many books published, but the most common of these 5 books is first, Fi Asirah An-Nabawiyah, was published in 1977. Second, Manhaj Hadara Insaniya fil Quran was published in 1981. This book includes thought of redevelopment and significant discussion regarding Muslim civilization. And third, Al-Taw'ah advises explanation and analysis, 4 volumes, was published in 2000. And the fourth, the book of the greatest universal truths, the greatest existence and the creature's function, was published in year 2010. This book discusses the faith element by the providing evidence of the existence of Allah SWT and dismissing theories that deny Allah existence, such as the theory of Darwin. And the fifth, the jurisprudence of the prophetic biography and a brief history of the Orthodox Caliphates.
My name is Nur Sani binti Hashim. My metric number is 1192800. The quote, the aphorisms of Imam Al-Bouti. He mentioned that what does knowledge benefit you if you don't know Allah? The quotes mean that we need to know Allah first to get the knowledge benefit. The second quote is, time is like man's capital of money. So when you waste hours without filling them with good deeds, they are irrecoverably lost from your lifetime forever, and it is impossible to be able to borrow even a single hour. In conclusion, Muhammad Ramadan Al-Bouti is an Islamic scholar who is admired and respected by the Islamic world. He was a famous Sunni Muslim scholar and also known as the Sheikh of the Levant. He has an extraordinary personality that we need to emulate, such as brilliant, diligent, and have a strong memory. He contributed a lot to religion, community, and ummah. He has published more than 60 books that are very meaningful in his writing. Through the published book, readers will be exposed to Al-Bouti, thought on faith, Salafiyah, and Marxism, jihad in Islam, as well as civilization and women. More interestingly, his views on several issues that arise among Muslims, such as the tradition of Maulid Rasul celebration, zikr in congregation, and zikr with the mention of the name of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala only. Finally, his thoughtful thinking helped Muslims solve various problems.
That's all from our group. Thank you.